Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lauren. I was a librarian, now I talk about books on the internet. And for today's video, I have my February TBR. So I have a 3-tier TBR cart here and it is like full. So for the month of February, I am participating in 4 readathons. The only one that I don't have a book on here for is the Adventures in Eldia readathon that G from Book Roast is doing. Like each month there's a different prompt and I haven't chosen my prompt for that yet because I have not finished January as of right now, so there's that. I think we're just gonna impromptu choose that at some point in February because I think the February prompt is like to choose a location on your bookshelf, so like north, south, east, west, whatever. So we'll just do that impromptu at some point. Also not included on this TBR cart are like book club books. So first of all, I am participating in a book club for my job and the book club book has not been chosen yet, so you know, I don't know what that is. I'm really hoping it's a book that is on this cart. There's a chance that Water Moon might be it, so that would be great. And the other book club that I'm participating in is on Blue Sky, and it's a banned book club. And February's book is The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. I do have that one on audiobook, so I guess I just included that. So The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. It's like a 2-hour audiobook, so there's that. So the first readathon I'm participating in February is Polarthon, and Polarthon is a readathon hosted by Jade over at JD Ray Reads. She is one of my like favorite booktubers. I don't think we really read a lot of the same things, but that's fine. I like her aura, you know, she has good vibes. I love it. But anyway, so for the month of February, we are filling out a bingo board, which I'll pop up here somewhere. And the idea is to black out, or in the case of Polarthon, white out the board. So of course I have picked one book for each prompt. Because why would you not do that? So let's just go through it, why don't we? Luckily I wrote my prompts on post-it notes on the back. So I don't know much about a lot of these books, so you're gonna get the prompt, the name of the book, maybe the author, and that's it. So let's go. First we have a white cover, and so for that I have The Clan of the Cave Bear by Jean M. Owl? Maybe? This is the first book in the Earth Children series. So I don't know much about it. It is very long. 517 pages? No, that's the next book. 495 pages, so that's a choice for a month-long readathon. Good choice. Next I have Animal Companion. So for that I have this gorgeous copy of Call of the Wild by Jack London. Short. So we go from really long books to short books. I love that cover. So Polarthon. And next we have a Cozy Vibes book. I meant to read this in December for Christmas. I have an obsession with Dear America books. So this one is Christmas After All, The Great Depression Diary of Minnie Swift. I know, it's a book about the Depression, so maybe that is not cozy, but reading Dear America books is cozy, and it's nice and short, and it's Christmassy. I think it's cozy. Next, I have a reread, which is smart for a month-long readathon for when I'm, you know, I need to catch up maybe. So we have An Arctic Adventure, and for that I have The Good Bear by Sarah Lean. This is really cute. It's been a while since I've read this. It's a middle grade, and did I say The Good Bear or The Last Bear? Because I own both books. But this one is The Good Bear. And this one is a story about a girl and she befriends a bear in snowy Norway. So that's a good time. I thought there were illustrations. I'm not seeing any. Wait. Well, there's one. Next, I have a snowy setting. For that book, I have The Kingdom by Joe Nesbo. I'm hoping it's snowy because the cover is snowy. This will be my second Joe Nesbo book. I read a book that has a telephone and a creepy house on the cover. That's all I remember. And I thought it was fine. Fine enough to try another one. He has a lot of thriller books. So here's that guy. Next up, we have a nice mix of new and old books. So we have Chilly Vibes. For that one, I have With Love from Cold World by Alicia Thompson. This is a romance. I'm pretty sure... Oh yeah, the main character is named Lauren, so of course I want to read it. And she lives in Orlando, Florida. And somehow it's... Oh, her bookstore is called Cold World. And it's a Winter Wonderland bookstore in Orlando, Florida. So I'm excited to give that a try. Next, I have Icy. So for my Icy prompt, I chose For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. I'm pretty sure this is a Red Riding Hood retelling. Don't know much about it other than that. I know it's not the newest book. I do know that. And it just looks like it has polar fantasy vibes. So I'm in. Next, I have a book that is snowy. And for that, I have Whiteout by many authors. Diana Clayton, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, Angie Thomas, Ashley Woodfolk, and Nicola Yoon. So I got this, I think, last year at Christmas time. And then I just never got around to reading it. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a snowstorm in Atlanta and a bunch of teens get together and they get into teen type stuff. I think this is a Christmassy book, which is fine, but it is snowy and look at the shine. So great. Next we have a book with a black cover. So for that I have a sort of new release, The Last Bookstore on Earth. We've got these burning flowers and these gorgeous like roses on the cover. That's by Lily Braun Arnold. I know this is a dystopic story about a bookstore. And I was like, say less. It looks like there's like a handwritten note in there. That's fun. So dystopic, say less. Bookstore, say even less. Next set, we have foiled cover. For that, I have Invisible Strings, 113 Poets Respond to the Songs of Taylor Swift. And we've got like shiny, some shiny stars, and the name is shiny. And this will be good for a readathon because it's a bunch of poems. So I can maybe read a couple at a time, or I could just really sit down and... Let's get real. I'm going to read them and then I'm going to listen to the song that inspired them. So this is going to take a while, but this is exciting. A little Swiftie. This is a book that I've been meaning to read every time that it snows. So in February, we're just going to read it. For this prompt, we have Polar Fantasy and I have North is the Night by Emily Rath. When I saw this cover online, and look at these sprayed edges, when I saw those, I was like immediately, yes, I need this in my life. Like, look at that. Look at that. So pretty. I think it's, okay, it's Finnish inspired, epic fantasy, not epic fantasy, polar fantasy. This might be good to pair up with For the Wolf, or they're going to be very similar and I'm going to like one more than the other. Who knows? Next, I have a book with a blue cover. I'm obsessed with this book. It's called Waterman by Samantha Soto Yambo. And look at this. The cover comes off, of course, and it's double printed. And there are directions on the inside to fold the cover in like origami stuff and to make this little boat out of the cover. Oh my gosh. I wish I had a second book jacket so I wouldn't mess this one up, and I could also fold one. Next I have a nonfiction, and for that I'm going to be reading Will Buxton's Formula One book, which is an illustrated history of F1. It's called Grand Prix. It has so many pictures in it. I think we need to find, oh, there he went. Ah, come back. Look at Lando. So I'm excited to read through this and get pumped up for Formula One season. So exciting. Oh no, my books just tumbled. Oh no. Okay, let me move those so the paperbacks don't get bent. Great. Next we have a winter read, and for that I have A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. This was a book of the month book in December of 2023. So I think it needs to be read. I know nothing about this, of course, but it's about New York and it's wintry. Next I have, oh, all four of these are book of the month books. Great. So I have The Foxwife by Yangzi Chow. This is from February of 2024, so it's only a year old. That's not bad. Pretty sure I had this on my TBR for Polarthon last year. So, you know, it's coming back around. Again, I think this is a polar fantasy, historical polar fantasy. Like, yeah, and I think it's very like folktale, fairy tale based. That's exciting. The only book, no, I have two red books on here, but the only book that really does not match the vibe of this TBR is The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Doyle. And this is for a warm prompt. I mean, I would say it's warm. And this is a very recent book of the month. This was October 2024. And I think this is fantasy romance and or assassin romances. So love that for me. This will be a good pregame for the rest of my TBR, which we will talk about in just a minute. And finally, I have The Frozen River by Ariel Lawhon. This is for Icy. Close to the climax, huh? Nice. And this one just says historical fiction. It doesn't say. Pretty sure it came out last year, 2023. So I'm not really sure. It might have just been a add-on. I don't know. But I read her other book about Anastasia, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm excited to give this one a try. Okay, so that is the Polarthon TBR. Let me put those back on the cart, and then we will just move down the line. So for the rest of February, I will be focused on romance books. From February 10th to the 16th, I will be participating in Cliterature Readathon hosted by Steph over at Steph Loves. And she also has a bingo board. So I chose books for each book prompt, like hard book prompt. Some of the prompts are like pull pick, spinner wheel, take part in a sprint, treat yourself, self-care activity. So I did not choose things for that, but I did choose things for each of the like themed prompts. I don't know if I'm going to read all of these. This is not a black out the board situation. This is like regular bingo situation. Because was that a week? I'm not going to read all these books in a week. Like, let's get real. Who do I think I am? But I just wanted to have options, and we will try. Also, they're romance books, so they read fast, so who knows, maybe. So first I have a short read. For short read, I have That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. Check out that cover. So gorgeous. I'm calling this a short read. It's 260 pages, but like this looks short. So it's short, okay? And I think it's going to read fairly fast. And I do have the second and maybe the third book in this series. So I'm excited to give this a read. Next, I have a book that I put on so many TBRs that it's just funny at this point. I love Talia Hibbert. Why have I not read Act Your Age, Eve Brown? I don't know. I do not know. But this is for the POC prompt, and I'm going to finally read Eve Brown. Possibly, hopefully. I do love Talia Hibbert, so like why would I not just read this? Actually, I have two Talia Hibberts on this TBR. So I have this one for POC author, and then I have this one for TBR vet. It's called Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. This is her YA book. Aw, little trees. Yeah, so this is YA, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I have two Talia Hibbert books on my TBR. This one is Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, and I think this is YA, and this was like one of the first free books that I got for my job. So I need to read it. It's been around for a while. And also, show me a more Valentine's-y pink pretty cover. Okay, next. I went on a Lucy Score buying binge at Books A Million because they were marked down to like $5, and I was like, yes please. So this is the first one I'm starting with. I have not read Lucy Score, so will I like these? Nobody knows. So I have Mr. Fixer-Upper. This is for a series, and I don't know, what is the series? I'm sure it's one of these series, and that's why I chose it. Good enough for me. So I've got Mr. Fixer-Upper. Next, this book is gorgeous, and this is for special edition. So I got this when I was still going to Target, and look, it doesn't come off. Who makes a printed on? Like, I can see that there are stenciled edges. I don't need a sticker printed on the book that tells me. Stupid. So this is Runaway Love by Melanie Harlow, and look at these edges. Little kisses all the way around. How fun. So again, I was like, is that signed? Oh my gosh, it's just printed on the inside. I have never read a Melanie Harlow, so I don't know anything about this. It says it's a small town romance. A single dad who needs a nanny. That's exciting. So we've got that. Next we have a new release. So for that I have Dating and Dragons by Christy Boyce. I did read Dungeons and Drama last year. Next we have a pink or red cover. For that I have Better Than Revenge by Casey West. How cute. And this one is like a football nerd type romance. So gotta love that. Next we have LGBTQ. For that I have, this title is cute, Caught in a Bad Fomance. So obviously it's gonna be fake dating trope. Look how cute they are. And I love the little scenery in the back. And I'm guessing that we've got like summer camp vibes. So that's fun. Next I have an indie book. This one I bought off of TikTok Shop, I think. And I think this is the first book in the series. I have both books. This is This Girl America, and then there's a book called That Girl America. And again, there's a lot of YA books on this TBR. For a readathon called Cliterature, I really leaned into the YA, which is an interesting choice, but that's okay. So again, I know nothing about this, but it's cute. And I think this has like 90s vibes, if I'm not mistaken. Next, I have a Steph rec. So I'm fairly certain that in the video she talked about this book, and I hope she did because I need to read it. It's Tell Me It's Right by Katie Wismer, and this is like a tattoo artist book, and mine is signed. And I got these cute little stickers with it, so obviously I put them in the book. And we've got character art, cute, and bookmarks. Our tropes are brother's best friend, small beach town, he falls first, girly girl, alternative boy, he's her new boss, taking care of her when she's sick, teasing and banter, coming of age, steamy, slow burn, dual point of view, all the swoon and pining. So excited about that. And the second book in this like world, which I think Katie said is Gracie's book, is coming out soon-ish. So I should probably read this. And finally, I have a holiday read, and she described this as like, in the UK they call going on vacation like a holiday, or you could be like literal holiday read. So to me, Christina Lauren is a holiday read because their books read pretty fast and they're just kind of like Snicker bar books. Like, you know what you're gonna get and it's fun while it lasts. So we have the True Love Experiment. Yeah, and this is a book of the month book too. It doesn't say from when. It just says love stories. Hold on. From 2023. That's not too bad. That's like 2 years old. It's also got Valentine-y colors. So we're here for it. Okay, final readathon for February is Romantasyathon, hosted by Tori over at Tori Turns the Page. Tori Between Pages. I'll link her up here. I don't have merch on yet because I need to order it. Her t-shirts are so cute, and they're bonfire t-shirts. Yes, please. I like live in those. So her readathon goes from February 15th to the 22nd. I chose all romantasy books because obviously, and the idea is that like each prompt chooses a thing, and then on the 22nd is like the Starfall Ball. And so like each prompt chooses like what you wear, what your background is, your weapons, who you bring, trope, etc. I kind of know what I'm doing now. Okay, so for the first prompt is what to wear. So I chose a green cover. For that I have Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. We've got dragons. We've got a gorgeous map. I know this was an indie book that was recently picked up, so I'm excited to give it a try, and I'm assuming this is going to start another series for me, which just love that. Love that so much. Oh, okay. The dedication page says, for those who carry the weight of the world with a smile and never stop chasing dreams that others deem unrealistic, too big, or impractical, every word is for you. Your dreams are alive, and so are dragons. Love that. Okay, so I'm going to be wearing something green, which is perfect because I have a green, like, romantasy looking dress. Perfect. Okay, my background is a book with vampires. So I chose The Stars Are Dying by Chloe C. Penranda because I have two special editions. I have the regular special because look at those, and I have the Owl Crate one for when I was subscribed to the Owl Crate adult fantasy box for like 2 months. Nothing against them, I don't read subscription box books, so yeah. I'm pretty sure this is vampires. Yeah, there's vampires in the description, so vampires. We went classic with my background. Okay, so for my weapon, I chose a new to me author, and this book came in my Arcane subscription box when I was subscribed for like 1 month before I decided to not subscribe to many book boxes anymore. So I have Into Their Woods by Ivy Asher and Ann Denton. Look at those edges. Look at that wolf. So cute. And this matches some of my Polarthon books. I've got For the Wolf and The North is the Night. Those are like Red Riding Hood books. So maybe we've got a reading vlog idea. That's fun. Okay, so I've got this new to me author. Who am I bringing? The person that I'm bringing a first book in a series, and I'm bringing The Bridge Kingdom, which I don't have yet. It's by Danielle L. Jensen. Here's our cover. That's awful. I should just pop it up here. It's the first in the series. I did not enjoy, what was her other book? The Norse mythology one, Fate Inked in Blood. I did not like A Fate Inked in Blood. I wanted to, I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. So will I like this book? Who knows? But I'm gonna give it a shot because I've heard such good things about it. So Bridge Kingdom. Next, my trope with my date, I chose Enemies to Lovers because of course I did. And for that I have this super gorgeous Filthy Rich Fae by Geneva Lee. And it's got these like flower petal looking edges. This was giving me like mafia crime fae, and I think it's Enemies to Lovers because I'm pretty sure that Kate gets abducted by the crime family. So it's giving Den of Vipers vibes, but with fae. That's fun. Okay, and then bonus prompts, I have one word title. I have Quicksilver because I need to read this. Everyone talks about it. Everyone freaking loves it. And I have not made this my personality yet. So I need to get on that. So Quicksilver. Everyone asks where I got this cover. It was on Amazon as like an alternate cover. And once I found out that they were traditionally publishing this book, I was like, oh, I should probably get this before I can't. So is it available anymore? I have no idea. I don't know. Check Amazon. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Quicksilver by Callie Hart. And finally I have a highly I said book saw on socials, which is true, but it's also a highly anticipated book. So I have the second book in, what is this series? I don't know. The second book in the Stars and Shadows series, which honestly, I probably should reread the first one. Maybe I should just read all 4 of them. I don't know. I have them in a bind up. This I did see on socials. I saw this all over the Apolycon people socials, and when Holly announced that she was, I think she was doing a pre-order for them, I was like, say less. If you want a smutty good time, Holly Renee is your girl. So this is the bind up of all 4 books. Gorgeous. It's giving Reputation. It's giving Reputation. And all the goodies fell out. So this could be highly anticipated. It could be a book I saw on socials, and I think there are audiobooks. So we could knock out 3 prompts with 1 series. Reputation. That is my entire TBR for February. All the gods may help me with attempting to read all of these books. So if you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you so much for watching me ramble about all of these books. Let me know down in the comments, are you participating in any fun readathons? What are you reading for February? Let's chat. If you want to let me know you were here but you don't have anything to say, leave me some sort of a heart emoji because it's February and that's fun. And other than that, I will just see you in my next video. Bye!